What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the Odd Shopper channel, coming to you with another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks NBA. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Goes a long way for me on this video. Goes a long way for you. That way you become a prize whenever great content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. Did you just see a tail come behind me? That was Duke. Duke hasn't made many appearances. You know what? Stick around for this entire show. Maybe you get to see him at the end of it. Yeah, we can maybe throw that in. It's game sixes. We're feeling generous in that regard, but we've got two of them on tap. Big stuff. I'm going to be cheering for a game seven in one of them. I bet you can guess if you've seen this video which one that will be. But I bet you want to check out Bet365 if you live in the great states of New Jersey, Ohio, Virginia, and Colorado. And why? Well, $200 in bet credits just by betting $1 on anything. Yeah, it's a ridiculous deal. I don't even know why they're doing it, but they are. So go to that link below. You deposit $10. Yes, just $10. Bet one and get $200 in bet credits to be able to fire. And it's not like there's some sketchy lines or some ridiculous process. It's super simple, super easy. It takes you about 2 minutes to be able to fill out everything. Be firing over on Bet365. And hey, that dollar bet doesn't even need to win. You're automatically going to get that $200 in bet credits and fire away in the NBA. And then also MLB Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. We're starting to get some forward momentum there, baby. Things are looking up. Things are looking really awfully good. So really awfully good. Nicely done. I'm a professional. Look at me go. But anyway, we got two NBA games to talk about. I'm looking forward to this one. Producer Alicia, she's back with us. She's looking forward to this one. Let's get to the picks. We're going to Miami, Miami, and New York. People don't like my singing. People don't like my ad libs. They just want the picks. So you know what? Here you go. So we have the New York Knicks playing the Miami Heat. The Knicks are 5.5-point dogs. That means the Heat are favored by 5.5 points. That's how sports betting works. The New York Knicks and the Miami Heat are going to have a 208.5 total. See, that sucks. Why would you want that from me? You want me to do that? Jalen Brunson's averaging mumbling and ridiculousness. No, I'm here to have fun. We're having fun, right? Yeah, so the Knicks and the Miami Heat are playing 5.5-point dogs. So are the New York Knicks 208.5 total. So there you go. No, we liven it up. We have fun and we enjoy ourselves the rest of the way. Pretty wild little game five that we had there. Thought the Heat were going to find a way out of it. I ended up on the Knicks money line. Yeah, I laid the juice. I didn't give a shit about it. It was lovely stuff. 112, 103, good stuff all the way around. But, of course, Emmanuel Quickley, we are still waiting on exact status for it. He had been doubtful for the last couple. He continues to be doubtful for Friday. But it's been long enough here now where this is the kind of the ballpark where you could see doubtful upgraded to questionable and upgraded to in. So when I get to the like section, I just want you to at least know that I am very aware Emmanuel Quickley could, from the middle of nowhere, get upgraded to questionable and then play basketball here. But I don't think that is the most likely scenario, and I'll talk about why I like that play to begin with. But of course, here on Leans, Likes, and Locks, we go through things that I haven't bet yet that I kind of want to, and then sometimes end up doing, sometimes I don't. Likes, those are things that I definitely like. They get the stamp of approval, half unit, right in that ballpark for these games. And then the lock, my favorite play from the game. Not the locks that we have necessarily during the regular season. We only have two games to choose from, but I do have two plays I really, really like from both of these. The lean, though, is going to be the Knicks plus 5.5. I would love to see Quickley in to be able to fire up this play. I don't know if he plays or not. He's been one of the better defensive players, and he's thought of as more of an offensive piece, and Quentin Grimes has played awfully good. He ended up dinging up his foot as well, but played 48 minutes. He got the absolute Jalen Brunson treatment, and they played 40 minutes each. They didn't leave the floor for a second of basketball. What a time to be alive. Why is my light flickering? There it is. Everything's good. We're doing great. You're doing great, sweetie. But either way, Knicks plus 5.5. I'm going to be leaning on this one, mainly because Miami, I've said it routinely, I don't know how they're doing this. It's part Eric Spoelstra being one of the best, if not the best coach in the NBA. My hair now looks weird too. But then there's also an opportunity for, I don't know, Jimmy Butler to really cement himself as that dude. Because some people don't think about him as that dude, but he really might be that dude. I almost made a joke that I shouldn't. Think bubble. Think former reporter. Good stuff. Selena Gomez, I mean, seems like a pretty good pull. Way to go, Jimmy Butler. It's good stuff. She's an independent woman with way more money than any of us. She doesn't need to bet on sports, that's for sure. And if she did, she would be just, oh, I'll put 10 grand on it. Sounds great. Not you and me. Not you and me. But either way, let's go to the like section. I wanted to hurry myself along because the first play that I have on the board, based off of all my lovely numbers, RJ Barrett. We saw 38 minutes from him. He did leave the floor. He didn't get the Jalen Brunson, Quentin Grimes treatment, and Thibodeau. Here's the thing. He's shown a proclivity to remove Julius Randle when he wasn't up to par. He ended up getting benched in that second quarter, still got to 36 minutes, still put up 24, 5, and 5, but had to kind of spark him a little bit there. RJ Barrett is going to play a lot of minutes no matter what, and it seems as though this Josh Hart thing is real. He only played 9 minutes. 9 minutes. He had 4 personal fouls. I don't know what to make of that entirely, if that actually mattered as to why he didn't come back on the floor. But I think RJ Barrett, Jalen Brunson, and Quentin Grimes, those 3 are locked into me for 38 plus minutes. Probably 48 for that of Brunson and Grimes. And therefore, RJ Barrett, that's some usage that's up for grabs, and obviously minutes and opportunity and everything all wrapped into one for a player that, I mean, when you start adjusting the Knicks rotation from the regular season to the postseason, it's hard to give them more minutes at times because, well, they already play a ton. But RJ Barrett only played 33.6 minutes per game in a Knicks uniform this season. Well, he's only ever worn a Knicks uniform. I don't know why I said it like that. But we've now seen him really take on a little bit more usage, 16, 17, 16, and 17 shot attempts in these last 4 games, 20 in that game 1. So, I mean, we are looking at a large shot allotment up for grabs. 7 for 8 from the line. That pushed him over the edge there last time out. Well, cleared it by 5.5 on this number. I don't understand why 20.5 is the line here. He's eclipsed this now in 4 of 5. I understand that Miami, slow pace, second slowest in the NBA, but I don't care. This is a really low projection on a player where if you add up their total, if we just talk about what this total is based off implied total, it's a 208.5 total, 5.5 point dogs. If you just plug them in for the 101, 102 that they're at, there's only so many places the ball can go. So it really is clear cut to me that this is the best spot in terms of a points prop that we're looking at on the Knicks side. But there's a lock that I have for you that's even better on the Heat side. We ended up losing by the hook, but God, was I correct. God, did it feel good to be right, because he just didn't play as much. And he's just such a defensive liability that you can't keep him out on the floor sometimes. Max Strus does not fit into the fabric. And sure, did Duncan Robinson start knocking down shots that allowed him to stay on the floor a little bit more? Absolutely. But 12.5 shouldn't be the line here for Max Strus. And it's my favorite from this game period. Under 12.5, I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. That's really all I have from this game. And, I don't want to sing the country song. I did enough singing in this segment. Let's go to the game we all want to talk about. The one I am very, very interested in everything for. Well, fancy that. Looky there. Riddle me that, Batman. Golden State Lakers, Game 6. Let's freaking go. I'm excited for this one. This one should be a doozy. No matter what you think about this Lakers team, can they pull this out on the defending champions? Or no matter what you think about the Golden State team, do they actually get enough from Jordan Poole to be effective here at times? It's going to be a masterclass of a basketball game, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I don't see a lot of scenarios where this ends up being a blowout like Game 5 was, or a blowout like Game 4 was. I think that this is much more competitive basketball that we have ahead of us here in Game 6. And it really just begins as you look at the box score from the last game. I mean, Steph Curry just continues to be dominant, really. 12 for 24, efficient there. Only 3 for 11 from 3, 27 points. Andrew Wiggins, 25 points, 25, 7, and 5 from him. Even some decent minutes. Kevon Looney got up to 20, finally. Playing him enough minutes there. Anthony Davis got dinged up. We'll talk about him later as well, even though I don't have a play on him right now. And Jordan Poole, 23 minutes. They ended up actually utilizing him this time around after being relegated to the bench, only 11 minutes in that Game 4 loss. Part of that was blowout. Part of it was, playing from behind to I don't know. They were getting some decent run from other guys. Moses Moody down to 10 minutes again here. So just throwing that out there. But I want to begin with Draymond Green. What in the world? How many times do you get 20 points? 20, 10, and 4 from Draymond Green. It was dumb. It was absolutely insane stuff. I hated every second of it because obviously I've been on the Lakers pretty much this entire series, but it is what it is, my friends. Draymond Green, absolute outlier offensively, was really assertive there. 7 for 11 from the field. He scored he had 8 points in the first 5 minutes of that game. That isn't something you're looking at going forward, but Andrew Wiggins, we do. 36 minutes from him. Didn't even need to put the foot on the gas at the end of that game. Otherwise, he would have been well north of 40 minutes, just like everybody on the Golden State side would have been over 40 minutes. But Andrew Wiggins on the road. What he has going with LeBron James, if you want to recall this, LeBron James moved Andrew Wiggins and the number 1 pick over to Minnesota in order to get Kevin Love. Ended up working out nicely. They end up winning a ship there with Kyrie Irving. Everything worked out roses for them. But you got to imagine Andrew Wiggins goes to sleep and thinks about that every single night. Every time he gets on a floor with it, LeBron James decides, you know what? I'm going to torch the guy who didn't want me on his team, who didn't need me on his team. And that's got me leaning a little bit on the over of 17.5. And again, that was an enjoyable story, narrative-based. I don't do that. I do data-based. I have him projected for right around 19 points. Nothing insane in terms of this, but it's definitely an ad I'm thinking about making. I can't imagine this under is going to get hammered by any imagination, so maybe I should just be betting it outright now for half a unit and moving on with my day, but haven't done it as of now, so I'm not going to pretend like I have. Over 17.5, I'm thinking about it. I kind of want to do it. But at this point in time, you know where we're going. How good have we been with this Dennis Schroeder pull? It was such an obvious play throughout this entire series. We jammed it again in the premium Discord. I kind of kept it. I didn't hide it from the video by any means. That's not something that I would do. But I ended up heaviest on Dennis Schroeder out of any other play from that game. Mainly because, I mean, at this point in time, you understand he's going to be on the floor a lot more if D'Angelo Russell isn't knocking down shots, right? We've established that. And even still, they've been sharing the floor a lot together. Like a lot together. He didn't even get blowout run and played 29 minutes. He has now played 35 and 29 in the 2 games that were more competitive. You can throw games. I mean, there are a couple that just need to be thrown out the window forever, right? Game 2, game 3. Because then you saw the 35 minutes there in that competitive Lonnie Walker game. Game 6, you end up showing up and gets close towards the end. Still, he's out there almost till the bitter end. It's now 10.5. And we're pulling the trigger. Yep, I like it. Plus money on Dennis Schroeder, 10.5 points. Don't give a shit. We're going back to LA. If this game is competitive, which by all intents and purposes, a 2.5 point spread, 2-point spread, that's what it is at every single book right now. That's what we're going to do. So Dennis Schroeder has definitely been the all-star of this series for us on this video series and in the premium Discord, which you can sign up for below. Looking forward to him keeping it going. Again, average 12 points per game on the season in just 29 minutes. Let's inflate that to 35, 36 that he'll be playing here if this game is competitive. And that's a lot more. It should almost be a lock. We'll call it a like-ish lock. A lock-ish like? Tell me what you prefer. But a lock, my friends. Lakers close it out, game 6. I know all you spread people. You're out there. You walk among us. You need my overs and unders. There's no over-under that I want to take advantage of. The only times we're 2-0 in over-under locks over the course of this playoff series. So haven't been firing those up a lot because they've been pretty efficient. But when they've been inefficient, they've been overreacting to crazy game scripts like the Phoenix-Denver game where everybody knocked down every shot and the public just inflated that line and we took the under. And then the other one being the Knicks from the last series. But either way, we took the 206, the over of that from this series. Actually, it was the one that's going on today. Whatever. Lakers -2. I get it. Steph Curry going to play infinity minutes. I get it. Klay Thompson as many minutes as he can handle, but I'm pretty sure he's pretty tired at this point in time. Absolutely tired. So friends, lock button, Lakers, the Lake Show, getting it done for us on Friday. I'm getting down on Friday. We're leaving. And that does it for another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. You know what to do. Go to that comment section below. Let me know how much you're going to miss me over the weekend. Let me know how much you love me. Only if I get my picks right. Otherwise, I suck. Bet365, they never suck. You simply sign up at Colorado, New Jersey, Ohio, Virginia. You deposit $10. You bet $1, and you get $200 in bet credits only for 21 and over. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, Dookie, come here, bud. I promise the people. Whoa! And with that, it's Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. We'll see you guys later.